So as y'all might have guessed, my trip last week to interview Rip Darren was full of some pretty bizarre encounters all around.
Sick of hearing your name everywhere I go. Fuck off!
Alright. I don't know what I ever did to him, but I'm okay with it. But I was so excited to see Rip Darren that the grafted monster he'd been tracking found me first. Messed me up real bad. And well, all I knew to do then was to drag myself to the safest place I knew of in Charleston, send out a distress signal, and wait to see if anybody responded. Somebody did. Funnily enough, it was a responder. I might have guessed. Daniel Richards of the New Responders showed up in about the nick of time to save my damn life. I owe him a lot. I owe them all a lot, really. He patched me up, and I went out on my way, almost immediately running into Archer, who I'd met once or twice before. And this fella, although my memory seems to be a little foggy. I got the interview, but lost most of my film. So it was on back to Morgantown for the next one with Ranger Tom Houston, and it promised to be a good one. I left Beckwith Farm feeling pretty good, although this overcast weather can just take a hike if you ask me. But as I got on my way down the road toward Top of the World, I heard a banjo playing. On the side of the road. That usually means trouble. And folks, I was not wrong. But the gunshots weren't coming from me, and I got a real surprise. A whole pack of super mutants looking real intent on wiping out them blood eagles before I even got there. Now I live out here, but I was just one guy, and I thought they had to have seen me, but they didn't. Noting the bullet hole in the pole as I went by, I crept toward the camp near the base of the Top of the World, expecting a lot of trouble. I tried to be fancy getting in, but, well, it was about this moment just right here that I knew I fucked up. I slipped off the rock and made a lot of noise, but as it turns out, well, there weren't nobody left to worry about. And I don't judge a lot of people in Appalachia, hardly no one. But the people that hung them poor bastards up there, well, I got a few words for them. And they ain't happy birthday. So you can understand why, as I headed off into the sunset, I was glad to veer off 63 and get my feet on some dirt once again. It was a relief. As I headed up to the hill and got to the train tracks, I realized that, once again, there were pretty much two ways I could go and get there in just about the same amount of time. Well, I managed to give myself a smile because I bet you folks know what's coming next. As I headed back out on my way, it was getting pretty late and I was hoping to find a place to spend the night. This tent looked good, but I got a bad feeling about it. So I figured I'd just travel through the night after all. And I am glad I did, 'cause turns out I was in the mood to fly. This is my home, my Appalachia. And my friends, ain't she beautiful? With my feet on the ground once again, unfortunately, I headed on over toward White Powder Winter Sports, and I knew I had to be careful. The place ain't ever unoccupied, and the last thing I wanted was to get jammed up in a corner and surrounded by some unfriendly folks. I heard movement and some muttering. I figured it would be scorched as usual, and once again I wasn't wrong. But where there is one, there is always more, so I got ready for a fight. That fight got weird, though. I I don't know how they put on costumes or why, so I backed up to get a bit of space. I looked around, real worried now, and who did I see but my friend Soda Pop, looking good and looking ready to kick some ass. I admit, I always wanted to live here, so I'm always a little sad leaving. Soda and I caught up a little bit, and then we talked about which way would be the best option to go. And then we took off, knowing we had a long way and a lot of road to run. They made fun of me for running and jumping so damn fast, but the truth is, I was happy to see them, and happy just to be running them country roads I love so much in Appalachia. We didn't run into much trouble, except this pack of super mutants. I was thinking about strategy when it turns out that Soda Pop pretty much makes that unnecessary. Alright then. We kept on going down 91, laughing and feeling alright. Y'all regular viewers might have noticed I ain't had my breakfast, so when I heard a noise, well, look, I ain't gonna stop long enough to tell you what a chicken is and what it does. 'Cause if you need a guide to chickens, I ain't really sure what you're doing out here. Anyway, off we went, further on down the road. Soda found this trailer, but the occupant, well,
Stay away. This is mine. I found it first.
they weren't real friendly. Damn, I don't know what it was about these last few days, but everybody seemed to be in a crabby mood, except for me. We came on down right past Bowling Greens. This place is a resort and a golf course. Somebody tried to explain golf to me one time, and honestly, it don't make no sense. I can think of better ways to spend my time, but it's a nice place, even if it is always full of scorched and robots that think there ain't been a war. Little creepy. It's a nice place, though. It's a good thing I had Soda with me to clear out them traps, or I'd have been nursing a hole in my one good foot. I'd planned on passing by without getting into a fight, but it was Soda Pop after all. I gotta tell you, though, I didn't really need the recap. I was there, I saw it. Anyway, I was getting real tired after not sleeping and walking through the nights, so Soda pitched a tent. We flipped a coin to see who got the first rest. But when Soda flips a coin, it's heads they win and tails you lose, so I sorta complained about it a little bit. And they weren't real happy. Man, with friends like this, who needs enemies, right? Sometimes them old cliches are true for a reason. But anyway, I'm getting off track. We were getting into the forest proper now, and I was real anxious to get on to Houston's and see what he had to say. But I was dragging a little bit, so I started looking for a place I might settle down and take a nap without having to flip a coin for it. This old house seemed like a place that Soda really wanted me to see, and I figured, well, I've slept in a lot of weird places. It can't possibly be any worse than that. But I was wrong. Man, this place looked like it belonged to some kind of cat serial killer or something. I wasn't going to sleep there, oh no. But it was looking like a bright, nice, sunny day, and we were close in any case. I figured if I had to, Houston would let me kip on his couch or something. And a hop, skip, and a jump later, no pun intended, we were there. And sure enough, there was Houston in the window, waving us on with a friendly hello. I was real excited to talk to him, and real excited to hear about his house, and how he fixed it up, and made it look so homey in the middle of the wasteland. I figured he had a lot to say, so we went on in, shook hands, and got settled down and ready to talk. Wastelanders, you're gonna love it.